Welcome, friends. In this video, we are going to take a little stroll through my small backyard garden, and we'll also check on the containers. If you're new to my channel and you've enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe, and welcome to Heather at Home. We'll start with the largest garden bed. This yarrow has become massive. It's so healthy, but I think for next year I am going to have to put some supports around it. The Russian sage is in peak bloom, and little honeybees and big bumblebees alike are just loving it. But down to the right, we have some very nice red beard tongue. And to fill an empty space, I planted this annual lantana. It's in between flushes right now, but I think in a few days it's going to be popping with vibrant color. Way in the back here, we have pincushions. I've recently pruned them, so new blooms are on the way. This coreopsis has, like the yarrow, also become massive. I did put supports around it in the spring to try to contain it, and it has definitely helped. Now the black and bloom salvia, which were an annual, but I am in zone 7, and it has come back year after year after year, is so healthy, and it throws out flowers all summer and through the fall. It's a great investment plant. Moving further down in the shadow of all of that is my little sedum. I always look forward to that blooming late summer and early fall. The wildflowers, I put those in, I think, about a year or so ago. They have flourished, and again, they just don't stop blooming. Now behind them, I just this spring put in a betony. There had been a coneflower there that became diseased, and I had to pull it out, so I'm going to try the betony. Now we have a new lavender I put in this spring, and I put that in a pot with soil that you use for cactus and succulents. The soil in my garden bed is too heavy and wet for lavender, so a good solution for that is to pot it up and put it in high drainage soil. Just in front of that, we have a still blooming salvia and another pincushion to the right. I've also recently pruned that, and I see so many little blossoms just waiting to open. Now we have this little pink phlox, which I planted 2 or 3 years after the phlox David to the left of it, so it hasn't caught up in height, but it sure is pretty. And the star of the show is the phlox David, and that is just now coming into flower, and it smells like perfume. It is absolutely heavenly. This is a smaller garden bed on the other side of my yard where I have a little pot with a geranium and alyssum and this gorgeous daylily plant. And the nice thing about these is that when one opens, another one might be closing. Just pop it off. There are more to come. And you get about 3 weeks or so of blooms out of it. The dianthus is still putting out blooms, but not this little Jacob's ladder next to it. The creeping phlox was gorgeous in the spring. I am going to pull some of this out. It's a little out of control. And the peony is on its way out. Under the shade of a big maple tree and a crabapple tree, we've got my little woodland shade garden. The astilbe is still in flower, and the 2 hostas have yet to flower. This Japanese painted fern came back after last year's drought and is looking amazing. Yes, the hydrangea has no flowers this year. Last year the drought really did a number on this, and the old wood just never revived in the spring. But new growth did come up, and that's what you're looking at here, though some in the back is a little dried out. Next year I expect a nice batch of blooms. And to the right we have this annual salvia, which has become a perennial. It just keeps coming back, which I'm very happy about. Then we've got my daughter's pot of annuals. Every year she picks out her favorite colors. This year she's going with a dark flower theme, and she's got all her little figures around it. The Shasta daisies have peaked and they're on their way out, but they sure were pretty. And now we've got the City Lights hosta, which I planted in this 20-inch square pot a couple years ago, and it is absolutely thriving. I love the variegated leaf. The flowers have already peaked, but I will enjoy the plant for the rest of the season. Now onto another container. This beautiful beard tongue with this very delicate pink flower, one of which is still hanging on, has passed its peak bloom season, but I will be cutting it back a bit to try to get another flush out of it this summer. This is a baby pink yarrow I just planted this year. Remember how big the yellow one was? It started out this small. Stay tuned on this one. And these are the 3 new boxwoods that I just put in these pots this spring. I'm going to wait till they get slightly bigger, then I'm going to shape them each into round topiaries. These double-petaled million bells are so beautiful. They're looking a little scraggly right now and pretty leggy, but since the time I filmed this, they have been reviving. On the front porch, I have 2 different containers, and I'm just loving how the verbena is blooming in both of them. And in my small front garden bed, the alliums are gorgeous this year, though they are starting to gray down a little bit. The bees have had their way with them. Friends, thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful week.